just going to leave that there. Hello everybody and welcome back to Emulating Ange. Welcome to In The Dugout FM. I'm Millers, and as you can see, the board are fairly pleased with the job we've done. Am I speaking with an Australian accent yet? No, but we've worked hard, and I genuinely think if at the start of March Ange can be in the same place I am, he'll do well to be emulating Millers, to be perfectly honest. Let's take you through it. So, from a transfers perspective, we got a little bit busy in January. So, if we just have a look at that, we have been active. So, we brought in Andre, who is a defensive midfielder, to give Basuma a bit of backup because he went to the African Cup of Nations. Delightful he is, and he's been an absolute world beater for us. We brought in Pepe as a right midfielder. Really good player. Again, helping out on that right-hand side. We brought him in for 57 million, but we did do a deal in terms of the instalments. You know how I work now. And we also brought in Calvert-Lewin to back up Marcus Leonardo, as we have offloaded one of our centre-forwards, which we'll come to in a minute. And we brought in some strength in depth at centre-half. So we've now got Romero, Van der Ven, and Milenkovic that are all there, that can all come in at any point, and they're all elite centre-halves. So really good bit of work, and that's been bolstered by the fact that the board gave us an absolute boatload of cash in January, which I felt we should go and spend, because that's what Ange would do, right? So that's what we did. From an outs perspective, Højbjerg wasn't playing. Ajax offered us a nice amount of cash. I took it. Richarlison could not hit a barn door with a banjo. And therefore, when Saudi Arabia came knocking and offered us 30 million, I was like, yep, no problem at all. Lloris wanted to go home, homesick, and he's done 10 years here. So, we'll let him go. Plus, it helps our wage budget. We sent Skip out on loan. That was part of the Calvert-Lewin deal, as you can see. So, actually, yeah, no problem at all. And he's getting some game time. And then one or two others, but the biggest other mover there will be Brian Gill. We sold him to Sheffield United, and that is who we're going to play today. So no doubt that's going to come back and bite me, as he will net today. From a matches perspective, I won't go through them all. It's been a little while since we last had an episode. So that was where we were. We beat United at home. And then we really have kicked on from there. We had a very good sort of January into December into January, I should say. Very good run of results, as you can see. Again, a lovely 7-0 win there in the Cup. But we've kicked on really at that point where we beat Liverpool. Liverpool were top of the league. And we gave them a right good tonking, which was nice. But then we suffered and we went away to Arsenal and got beat. Managed to steady the ship a little bit, get a draw at Chelsea. And then since then, we've had a very strong set of results, culminating with a 4-1 defeat of City, who are currently now top of the league. So we've done okay. From a league's perspective then, this is what it looks like. We are second on 60 points, and we are facing Sheffield United today, who are 16th. So, all being well, we can go and get a result there at our home stadium, where we've been really, really quite solid today, so far. So, fingers crossed, we're going to go into the game feeling quite positive. Let's see, eh? Let's see. Okay then, here we are, match day. This is what the team's going to look like as we go out to face Sheffield United today. We're going to put Forster in goal. It's interesting, at Christmas I was forced to make a change. Vicario got an injury and Forster came in, and since then we've absolutely kicked on, and I've kept him in. Vicario's been our cup keeper now, and Forster's been our mainstay. So we've got our decent centre-half pair in there, Van der Ven and Romero. Porro's at right back today because Emerson's took a knock in training. Davis has been superb at left back, so he holds his place. Andre, our young Brazilian, who's going to sit there in defensive midfield with Basuma on the bench because Basuma needed a rest. McTominay been playing very, very well for us. Maddison's injured, so Lo Celso comes in. Son's had a little bit of rest after his international vacation, so he comes in on the wide left. Pepe's going to play wide right for us, and then Marcus Leonardo's going to start up top. Calvert-Lewin didn't play last week. He was cup-tied, so he's going to go on the bench, and we'll see if we throw him on against quite a physical Sheffield United team. So, let's go. Let's see where we can get to. Lots of positive reactions to the team selection, which is always good. So usually I get a negative reaction, so it's been interesting. The players have been up and down with me, but we've been playing very, very well, so it's been a very interesting sort of beta save for me. Okay, look, let's see where we're up to. Stick to the plan, we'll be fine. The generic, go and make a difference. Yeah, good. And then another interview in the tunnel. I'd like it if this wasn't as frequent as it is, to be perfectly honest with you. Yes, if you can score goals, you're always going to stand a chance of winning. How important is a good performance? It's pretty important, Liam. We're in a good place, go out and get the job done. Yes, it all comes back to confidence. That's very true. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so you can see Gill's in the side, so that always bodes well. Fingers crossed the transfer doesn't come back to bite us, but he just wasn't doing it for us. He's a good player, in fairness to him, and his stats look strong, but he couldn't feature for us. If you can hear a car alarm in the background, I do apologise. I've shut the window. I've done everything I can, but for some reason, we've got a car alarm going off in the street, and it's been going off for about an hour. So, fairly tedious. So apologies if the microphone's picking that up. I've done everything I can to avoid it. And I'm talking about a car alarm because this first half has been absolutely bobbins. Very little to speak of. We are in the target, which is good, but we're we've got very, very low XG. In fact, it's been quite an even game, which isn't good to see, really. So I'm not going to be particularly happy with the lads there. I don't like what I saw. Marcus is a little bit nervous. We might look at bringing him off. He's a very, very good player, and he scored a lot of goals for us this season. So I don't really want to... Oh, well, there you go. That's forced my hand, doesn't it? Brilliant. Okay, on comes Dom. He scored 1 or 2 since signing him. When we brought him in, he had the flu, so he was out for a couple of weeks. But he has come on and made the difference a couple of times, and he started a couple of games and scored a couple of goals. So I'm quite pleased with that. Although I'm not pleased with this at all. 20 minutes to go, and we've really created very little. Son's had an absolute bobbins game. Pepe's not playing fantastically well either. We're going to throw on Bentancur for McTominay. Basuma's going to come on for Andre, even though he's having a reasonably good game. I need to get some minutes into Basuma. And yeah, I think that will probably do it. Will that do it? Yeah, I think it will. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if those changes can make a difference. From the save perspective then, so we've got one more episode planned for this save, and that will be at the end of the season. With one game to go, we'll probably play the last game of the season and see where we finish up in the attempt to emulate Ange. And then from there, we'll kick on into the main game. The main game was released yesterday, so I'm sure you're all busy playing it right now. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I think it's been fantastic so far. It's been fantastic so far. I've still not come up with my main save yet, but I will have that ready soon enough, and that will be on the channel within the coming days, fingers crossed. This doesn't bode well. I can see this being a smash and grab from Sheffield United, which is not what we need as we're trying to hunt down City. Pepe needs to come off. Yeah, don't mind that. Although, to be fair, I don't think he's going to get to feature all that much. Can we get that ball? No. What a ball draw. What a ball draw. RXG suggests we probably could have nicked it. We had a little bit more of the ball, but really not fantastic. Not what you would have expected to see from us, particularly when I said we're going to come back and, all being well, get some goals in this game. I am disappointed, so I'm going to tell them we're disappointed. And from a tactical perspective, I've learnt a lot. Thanks for that. Yeah, very much so. I haven't spoken to the medical staff. I don't know how he is. We're fortunate because we can deal with that because we've got a decent team. And that's where we're going to finish up the episode. So we're 8 points behind City, sat in second. It's very close between second and fifth, if I'm honest. But we're in a solid place. And again, I think if Spurs fans were honest and they found themselves at the beginning of March second, I think they'd be really quite excited by that. He's out for 4 weeks. That's not the best news in the world. That's not the best news in the world at all. Okay, so we're currently in March. I'm going to come back for the games in May, and we'll see exactly where we finish up the season. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you are enjoying it, please do feel free to like the video. Feel free to subscribe, all that other stuff that YouTube people say. Apparently it helps with things on the system. So thank you very much, and I will catch you again very, very soon. Take care.